Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you the tutorial for one of the Halloween giveaway winners. Her suggestion was a deer, so I'm going to show you that. You'll see the full outfit that I put together for it on the blog post. The link will be in the description below, and I'll have images and links to all of the products that I used as well. So, first thing I started off doing was I used my eyeshadow primer and I put it all around my eye area because I'm going to be putting this white cream shadow. It's a pearl white. You don't have to use a pearl white. You can just use a plain white color. So, and I'm pressing it on, and then I'm using a fluffier brush to help blend it to that inner corner. It doesn't have to be really neat. Just kind of blend it around. You don't have to use the exact products I used. Just find a white that's a cream product because it'll be easier for you to blend. And the eyeshadow base will help everything stay on all night long for you, for whatever parties you end up going to. Alright. So try to blend it out so there aren't any super harsh edges. Next, I chose to use the Maybelline Eye Studio cream eyeliner. It comes with a little brush, which actually works pretty well. On the other eye, I started with the bottom line. On this eye, I'm going to start with the top. I think it may be easier for you to try to start on top than on the bottom. So you pretty much just want to do a thick line, like so. Get a little more product. You can always have a little product on your hand, so it helps to just go right to that. And then wing it out. You can wing it out as far as you want, or you can keep it, you know, a little closer if you're a little nervous about getting it. Now try to do one eye at a time, so that if you make a mistake, you can clean it up before it totally sets. And then I pretty much just draw in this triangle here to close in that wing. For the bottom, you can also use a smaller eyeliner brush there. I'm going to stick to this. And I'm going to try to get it the same. You can get a perfect line if you're really good at it, or just try to sketch a line out and then trace over it a few times. Turn this side so you can see your nose. So you can try to make sure they're even on each side. And then connect them there. So pretty much what we're doing is with the white under here, it's helping to make it look like your eyes are bigger. I mean, obviously you can't extend your irises here unless you draw them down. But you're welcome to try that. So I have that. I'm going to go back over it with my skinnier eyeliner to help with making it a little bit more defined. Next, I would suggest putting on your lashes and then doing the bronzer and everything after the lashes are on, because otherwise you're going to be pressing on this trying to put your lashes on, and it'll be harder for that to stay intact without you messing it up. So I'm using Red Cherry 102 lashes for the top, And then I got these cheap, just natural lashes for the bottom area. So you want to use a good glue. Duo is great to use. You can just get a big bottle of that to have, you know, for whenever you put on lashes. So you want to get the lash glue on the lashes and let it get tacky a little bit before you try to press them on. Okay. And you want to pull your lid somewhat tight. It's a good thing that the glue dries clear. And since they are fairly long lashes, that's also why you do the thick eyeliner, because then you can just have them pretty much on the eyeliner, because it'll also help to make your eyes look bigger. So go down and press that in. You can also use your tweezers, the end of your tweezers, to help with that. Sometimes it helps using that instead of your fingers because it's smaller and it can help push things in a little better. Next I'm going to take the small ones. So this is normally how they would go onto your eyes. So you want to flip them upside down and then kind of practice how you want them shaped on the liner and then add your glue. So you really want to get this to get a little tacky first, otherwise you'll have a hard time since the skin here is a little softer, and the glue will take a little longer to adhere to. Okay. So I place it kind of towards the outskirts of this line, and then bring it in, and then just gently press it. So you want to let this completely dry, and then what you want to do is go back over your eyeliner. So then you can cover up the glue and the band and everything like that in one step by making it a little more defined. Have your foundation brush on you. You might want to clean it afterwards, but it'll help with blending everything, just like if you were doing your eyeliner. You know, and you use your concealer brush to kind of sweep everything up at the end of it. And you can use a little bit of your foundation to help blend out the edges of the white to make it look a little more natural. Not that you have a really natural look going on here because you look like a deer. So while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go on to the brows. So as you see, I didn't do either one of my brows yet. So use that same eyeliner. The brush that comes with the Maybelline eyeliner works pretty well because you're not doing a super fine line. So you want to point them a little bit. Bring them over. Again, it doesn't have to be a perfect shape. Just kind of play with it and then see what you think looks like a deer. Make sure you have some great eye makeup remover to take all of this off when you're done, because it's going to be a pain with the black. Have some Q-tips on you. So what you want to do is, when at the end of the night when you're ready to take off all your makeup, use eye makeup remover first to remove everything, and then use your normal cleanser. Alright, so after you do your lines in your brows, then you start to bring the line down your nose. So it'd be nice if everybody had a super straight nose, because then you would have this easy area to naturally follow. See, and all of the little things will all be cleaned up in the pictures. There. And also by doing this up here, it makes that look wider, you know, makes it look a little more deer cotton headlights. And then you're going to color in all of this bottom face of your nose. So you're going to color in the whole underside of your nose. I kind of did it while the video was paused, just to move things along a little bit. Just color it all in, even on that inside area. Just want it to look black, so it looks like little deer's nose. And then I'll show you the lipsticks that I used. I used Honey Bear from Revlon, and I used Champagne on Ice. So I put the Honey Bear on first, and then I put the Champagne on Ice for just a little shimmer. You can just use a nude lipstick. That works as well. I'm going to add just a bit more white under here. Definitely to that area. Try to cover those lashes a little more. And then pat it on under the eyes and use your blending brush. And there we go. I'm going to go back over that line now. I think the glue has dried enough for that. I'm going to use my skinnier eyeliner brush to do that, just because it's I'm used to it and it's a little easier for me to control. So try to go little by little. Usually that's a little easier than trying to do one fluid line, especially over this white that I used, since it is a little more of a pearl essence to it and it's not just matte. It can get picked up by the eyeliner fairly easy. I'm going to stick in this inner corner line. So it almost looks like a bird beak in there, just if you look at it differently. So there you go. We have the eyes done. Now take your bronzer. I'm using the Rimmel Natural Bronze in Sundance. It was a nice big bronzer, so since I didn't want to waste my nicer bronzers that I use on a daily basis. And you just load it on. You know, don't worry about putting on too much bronzer at this point. And keep it on that under the cheekbone and then let it kind of float up to the cheek a little bit, just gently. So you can taper it just a little bit. Then you're also going to bring it up to your forehead a little bit. Down and around over here. Make it nice and brown. If you don't want to use a bronzer, you can use a darker foundation and use that and blend it if you prefer to use more just cream products. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the white here and then blend it down. And then blend it out just to add more of a highlight here. And try to use smaller brushes for this part so that you don't disturb any of the black paint that you have on your face already. And you can do the white first if you want. I had practiced this before I did the video and I found that I liked it better doing the white after I have the black line down already. Guess I'm a little better at coloring in the lines than going over top, and I feel like it gives it a little bit more definition. So for the dots, what I used is this small end of this brush. This is a Lancome eyeliner brush. So it has the thin angled eyeliner on one end and then it has a small smudging brush on the other end. So that's what I used for the dots. So we'll do one right here. And you can vary how many dots you have. It's not really a science. I did 4 and then 2. Try to make them symmetrical, but hey, nobody's perfect. So just do the best you can because, I mean, if you're doing this for your costume, it's going to look cool anyways. And again, this helped me a little bit by having some on my hand so that I could just go back to there instead of having to go into the pot of eyeliner for it. So I'm going to use this little brush to press a little bit more on that inner corner. And we're almost done. And then you're going to do a few dots on the forehead. These ones won't be as noticeable. And again, just do whatever you want. It's Halloween. Really try to get that waterline. You probably want to use a just white pencil for in there. Just to make sure nothing gets in your eyes, because that would be the worst if your eyes started watering while you're out with all this makeup on your face. Okay. So, I'll add just a little bit more of my lipstick back on. Do a cursory glance over everything to make sure you don't have any random smudges that look like a mustache. Because black eyeliner can be crazy and get everywhere. There you go. You can set it a little bit with some loose powder if you want, just to make sure it sets. And use a setting spray. If you have a setting spray, do one little quick setting spray, spritz on your face, and then you're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is the final look. I'll have photos on the full blog post, and you know, I hope you guys enjoy it. And then stay tuned for my other one, which I'm actually going to be that for a Halloween party. So I hope you guys are excited to see how I create that look. All right, enjoy and be beautiful.